On this episode, I'm going to show you how to make ultra tender ribs in under 30 minutes using an electric pressure cooker. I'll also show you how to make a red eye rub using coffee grounds. First thing we're going to do is make a rub. I love making rubs because you can make it, put it into the drawer, and then when you're ready to make something midweek, you grab it out and you can season your meat. Smoked paprika is going to add a wonderful smoky taste to this, and some coffee grounds. Season with some salt and some pepper. Give this a whisking. Spices have a tendency to cake up in the jar. This way you've got a nice even mix. Now, I'm using this red eye rub, but you could make a tandoori rub, Szechuan peppercorn rub, chipotle cumin rub, or even if you wanted to, you could use a curry powder. It's all about having fun. When you purchase ribs, you want to remove the silver skin, and the best way is take a butter knife under the bone, now some paper towel. You want to pull the skin off. This is really going to help the marinade get in there, and the end rib is going to be much tender. Now be generous with that spice rub. You want to season this both sides, and normally when I put a spice rub on, I'm going to let it marinate for a couple of hours, even overnight. After they've marinated, we want to break these down into sections of 2 ribs, place them on a board. I always use a plastic board, it's the best way. Bring a knife through. If it gets a little bit stubborn, just give it a little bashing with your hand or a meat mallet. I've found that cooking these in a pressure cooker in sections of 2 is the best way. What I like to do is build a wall. So take the ribs and then just place them around the edge, building this wall, standing them up. And this is best for steaming. Now obviously with steam, we're going to need some of that barbecue sauce. 1 cup of barbecue sauce. If you're not using 4 to 5 pounds of ribs, add some water. This will stop it from burning, and it's always best to be safe. Let these cook for 28 minutes and the steam naturally release. So don't open that lid until you make sure the steam is released. Once they're cooked, they're going to be really tender. I like to refrigerate these from 2 hours to overnight. With that sauce, take a taste. If it's salty, don't use it, but if it tastes good, reduce it down to make a delicious barbecue sauce. Once the ribs have been chilled, we're going to section them into individual ribs. Take a look. They're perfectly cooked. We just need to reheat these. Before we do that, I want to show you a great trick. If it's raining and you can't light your charcoal grill, take 1 briquette of charcoal, get it so it's nice and grey. Now place the ribs in a bowl, add the charcoal to a ramekin, and add some vegetable oil, canola oil, or even olive oil. It's going to cause this smoke. Now this smoke is going to infuse your ribs with a charcoal flavour. Yes, that's right. You can do it with chicken, beef, anything you want. We're adding some foil, 60 seconds each time. Bring it off. Those ribs will taste like they've been on the charcoal grill. When it comes to reheating them, you can reheat these in a grill pan. You can reheat these under a broiler. You could even use your gas grill. No matter what way you reheat these ribs, the one thing I can guarantee, they're going to be so tender and quite possibly the best ribs you've ever tasted. Happy days.